Let's get cooking, folks. Okay, so I'm in school right now, squeezing time to make videos in between my classes. Marco Kasper, still playing in the SHL. This is the preseason. Apparently he scored in the first period on a nice toe drag shot. You can look it up. I don't have the actual video. Found a picture of Simon Edvinsson on Twitter during the Prospects training camp or something. He was wearing number 3. I don't know if he's actually going to be wearing that, but he looks really good in the Red Wings uniform. To his right is his fellow countryman, Fabian Lysell. I commented, Edvinsson finally wearing equipment that fits. Got 2 likes. That's 2 more than I almost always get. Not a big deal. Moving on. Okay, so the Red Wings got all the NHL national games got announced. The Red Wings have 14 games. This is quite a bit. Some of the more notable ones against good teams are versus Florida on December 8th, Minnesota December 14th, Pittsburgh December 28th, Chicago, my hometown, in March. Let's see how this stacks up against the other NHL teams. Actually, they are tied for second most national games in the NHL, so it tells you what the league is expecting out of them. The only teams that have more games than them are the Penguins, the Wild, and the New York Rangers, who each have 15. All the other teams that have 14 games are the Oilers, the Ducks, the Blackhawks have 14 games. They got rid of DeBrincat, Kirby Dach, Patrick Kane might get traded. They don't even have Duncan Keith anymore. Their team's completely decimated, so that just goes to show Chicago remains a gigantic hockey market. Avs, no surprise, have 14. Bruins have 14. Tampa Bay has 14. Blues have 14. I am stoked for the national coverage. Red Wings, the hockey season starts October 14th. Preseason starts October 1st. Prospects tournament, I believe, training camp, I believe, starts September 13th to 15th. So we got a few ways away for some more Wings content. In other news, Tim Stützle was signed by the Ottawa Senators to an 8.35 contract. In 79 games this year, this is his sophomore season, he scored 58 points in 79 games. I don't know that math off the top of my head. It's probably like I'm going to guess 0.7 goals per game, 22 goals, or 0.7 points per game, 22 goals, 36 assists. Let's look at some of his statistics to see how he adds up. This is a fun one. He had 125 hits this year. He actually hit more than Zdeno Chara, who played only 7 games. Actually, he tied Zdeno Chara in hits, which is kind of funny. He's like 20. Same age as Lucas Raymond, so he's 20 years old. Here's some more stats. This is a takeaways category. He ranks 131st in the league with 38 takeaways. He's tied with Dylan Larkin, Kevin Fiala, and I didn't post it here, but he actually had more takeaways than Patrice Bergeron this year. I don't know if Bergeron was injured, but Bergeron had 37. He's also tied with Jonathan Marchessault. Here's another statistic just for reference. In 5-on-5 points per 60, the leader in this was Johnny Gaudreau with 3.58. Tim Stützle in points per 60 had 1.36, so that is essentially a third of what Gaudreau was producing on a less talented team. Let's see what happens when he plays next at DeBrincat, and forget who else they got on their team. In goals per 60, he was at 0.6. Again, half of what Johnny Gaudreau had, who has a very similar contract, albeit he's significantly older. So this is clearly a contract where they're expecting growth, and I would be shocked if he did not grow once his team gets better. Moving on, Prashanth Iyer did something a little bit weird today. He shit on The Athletic for not being diverse enough, saying they don't have enough women in their beat writers. What do you say? I'm disappointed in the direction The Athletic has taken with their hockey coverage after starting out with intentions of being diverse and being in thought. There is one woman covering the beat of an NHL team. This is apparently not true. There's like 3. I don't know all their names. I think Calgary hired one recently. It says a lot of the voices that were brought in early on to provide a unique perspective are gone in favor of the traditional beat coverage. There are still several individuals. They're doing great work, but the overall direction of the outlet is extremely disappointing. At this point, I'm going to keep rooting for good people to make their money. This is a very weird take, Prashanth. Let's see what else he says. I commented on this one. He said, after choosing to leave on my own accord, I've chosen now, 14 months later, to exact my revenge by offering a disagreement on the direction of the Athletics hockey coverage in a Twitter thread. Honestly, bro, you are super talented. If you want to start your own media outlet that's more diverse and that offers opinions that are actually entertaining, freaking make it yourself. I know you probably have a day job that's really difficult, but this is pointless. I think spend your time wisely, man. If you really want to be an independent journalist or whatever, go on Substack. There's a bunch of opportunities. You're not setting a good role. You're not being a good role model for other people, man. Just keep up with your amazing content. I'll continue to follow you on Twitter. This is someone, Ronnie B, responded, "Stop being fake. We know what you are trying to do. I lost my job at The Athletic and you are angry. Pull up the bootstraps and get working to get back in the game." Max Boltman came to his defense saying he has another job and he's too busy. Honestly, just start your own Substack, man. Just do it. You're wasting your time barking up a tree for a multi-conglomerate news media outlet that is $7.99 a month. Just stop wasting your time. If you're curious as to why I have the background it is, I'm trying to learn Japanese. I don't know. I want to move abroad there at some point. So last couple days I've remembered the hiragana and katakana alphabet. It's not really an alphabet. It's a little more complicated, but I'm having fun doing that. I think that's all I got for this. Oh, and here's a photo of me from the weekend at a wedding. I discovered what an old-fashioned was. So that was a great time. All right, have a good week, guys. That's all I got. Prashanth, start a Substack. That is my challenge for you if you do not already have one. Cheers.